Welcome to Cloud Tank. Cloud Tank is where you're going to meet investors that are going to help take your business from mediocre to mind blowing. Are you ready? All right, step onto the stage. That's how easy it can be. However, I need to back up into reminding you from last week's vlog, and I'll put the notes, the show notes, in the show notes, I'll put the link. This only works if you have an open mind. You will only get success from this if you are an out-of-the-box thinker. So if that's not you, then this isn't for you. Trust me. Just go keep on keeping on. But for those of you who are curious, that do have an open mind, that do consider yourself to be an out-of-the-box thinker, here we go. How to meet investors that you haven't met yet that are going to help improve the quality of your business. And the technique that we're going to use, I learned over 25 years ago. There's a few versions of this, but this is the one that I use that I find works the best. So it's timeline travel. It's also known as timeline therapy, and there's some other cognitive ways to consider this. However, today we're going to do this one. And I think that you will believe, I actually know that you will get great value out of it. Are you ready? Okay, so it starts with breathing. It starts with closing your eyes so that you can slow down and breathe deeper, longer, and fuller than you're normally aware of. These breaths are going to take you out of survival mode, which is part of the reason why business gets stuck. And it's going to allow you to get into the mode of thriving. It's going to allow you to get into the alpha level of consciousness. Keep breathing deep. Exhaling, inhaling with intention, feeling what that feels like so that you can get to the alpha level of consciousness and put the ego in the back seat for a while. And then with just a few more steps, what you'll be doing next, and you can actually do this with your eyes open. Everybody visualizes differently. And if you have challenges visualizing, then it can also be feelings, emotions, colors, taste, smells. So just be along for the ride. Remember, out of the box. And now go to January 30th, 2025, and see yourself writing down on a piece of paper how much income you brought in for the month of January. And more importantly, more fun and more exciting, write down the number that shows the profit that you've made, what you have to be able to spend, invest, play, that number, that what's known as disposable income. I call it play money, fun money. And now look at that number and step back in time just a moment to mid-January and remember part of what you did that helped get you there, who you met, what you did, where you worked, where you invested, where you showed up, the conversations you had, the networking you did, whatever it was, and then allow yourself to go back to New Year's Eve and think about the super high vibe people that you spent time with. And even if it was just you, you're super high vibe. Being surrounded by positive, supporting, loving, and kind people, people that are encouraging and entertaining and effervescent and full of vitality, including you. Some of those people help to get you to that number that you just wrote down. And then kind of float through the month of December and the holidays and how easy it was to do what you wanted to do, buy what you wanted to buy, go where you wanted to go, because you had laid down the foundation of meeting the people to help get you there. Seeing those faces, remembering where they work or their position, their title, where you found them, and then going back to today. And then open your eyes and come on back and jot down as much as you can remember. Now, if you need to, you can close your eyes and do it again by segment, right? So start at the end, January 30th, 2025, write down that number, Write down some of the things you did in January that got you to that number. Write down how you spent New Year's Eve, the killer people, even if it was just you. I know you did some amazing things. And then back through the entire month of December, all the places you went, the things you did because you could afford to do so. And then going back one more to today. From today until, excuse me, end of the year, I want to write down who came to mind, where do they work, how did you meet them, who do you know who knows them. So you're going to then break that down into little tiny chunks and then put that into your timeline. So those chunks are going to get you to January 30th, 2025 and that number that you wrote down. And it doesn't matter if you believe it, just have faith in the process. Have faith that you were just dropped into the future, so to speak, and you now know the steps that you need to get you there. And remember, the process is, what do you want? How can you get it? That's the steps. And who can help you? Who are those people to have conversations with? Be brave. This information was given to you for a reason. Take advantage of it. Now, if you come across any fear, doubt, or worry about what's your next step, then let's chat. That's the work that I do. It helps light me up to redirect your neural pathways away from fear, doubt, and worry and into faith and success and action. Okay, so we're going to get rid of those antiquated pathways that aren't serving you so that you can get what you want rapidly, properly, and under grace because you deserve it. I'm Elle Graniel, the founder of Truespeak, and one of only a dozen people on the planet certified in a scientifically proven process that gets these sustainable results. So let's chat. Everything you need to know is in the show notes, and I'm looking forward to spending more time with you. Honestly, 100%. Help me do what I do. It lights me up, and I'd like for you to be one of the lights along my path and my journey. So until I see you again, bendiciones in all ways and always. Stay happy and healthy, my friends.